Good morning. How are you today? Well, I apologize for the chapeau. I'm not crazy about hats, but it's in the 40s and I just feel cold today, so that's why I'm wearing a hat. There are several themes we could talk about: increased virus, the failure of the Senate to conduct itself like adults and to fairly consider the nomination of Judge Barrett. But there's one event that struck me today that I heard just before I went out for this walk, and it involved Al Velshi. Now, you know I'm a fan of MSNBC, and Ari Melber is my favorite, I suppose. But I've enjoyed appearing with the people on MSNBC more than any other place, and I've appeared at the other places because they're so direct. You know, if Ari, for example, if he thinks I'm saying something wrong, I say, "Come on, John, what are you talking about?" And it's more like a discussion at a cafe that we prepared to have a discussion than it is like being on Fox and getting death threats after you speak candidly about something, and this has happened to me. So now Al Velshi, I've been on with him a couple of times, and I've always found him fair, and he does his homework like everybody else, and he asks terrific questions, and it's an enjoyable discussion. And there's respect even when you disagree, which doesn't happen all the time. And it seems to me that's the hallmark of a good First Amendment model, what MSNBC is doing, what Al Velshi does. Now, Al Velshi is a Muslim from Kenya, and he jokes about how he's what Obama was accused of, because he is these things. But you've seen him, he's energetic, he's always deep into it, he's got a heart of gold. So, what is this all about? Trump, on the other hand, apparently can't stand the media because fair coverage causes him problems. He'd rather the nation be ignorant. And Jefferson said, a nation that expects to be ignorant and free expects what never was and never will be. And our freedoms have been constricted by this president. Also, we have a president who discriminates against people like Muslims, persons of color, women, people with disabilities. Now, what's the story? The story is Al Velshi was covering a demonstration which was peaceful. And in the midst of that demonstration, the police really attacked. So we had like a police riot. That's the real story. And when the police were shooting rubber bullets, Velshi got hit, I think, in the knee with one of them. And it wasn't terrible, but I'm sure it hurt like hell. Now, Trump tells a story this way. Look at that guy, Al Velshi. He's standing before this group of people talking about a peaceful rally when there's fire and trouble and everything else behind him. Yes, by the police. So you have Trump also saying he doesn't know who Al Velshi is, although Al Velshi interviewed him. I think in a way, if you dig down on some of these episodes of Trump, you get a better picture than if you talk about the series of events that are happening. Here you have a guy who would be the president of America, knocking the press, misrepresenting a news story for effect, running down a person whom he knows, Al Velshi, who is a terrific reporter, and asking people to vote for him based on that performance. This is what's really wrong about America right now, with him at the head of the table. So what do? We do the same things we've always done. We get out to enjoy my cathedral of trees. We put on a cap to be warm, and we get a friend to vote. We give $5 or $10, and we continue pushing the vectors the way they're going toward Biden, so that on November the 3rd, we get rid of this character once and for all. All the best. Have a good day. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.